YouTube, what's good, y'all? You got Stud Style Tarot back up in the building. Hey, I'm telling you, I know it's gonna be one day they gonna really get me. But I'm in here, y'all, and I was walking into this song called The Blast. And that last little part that I was coming in on, keep on dancing, keep on dancing. You know, that's what you gonna have to keep doing, collective. You know, in this good vibrations energy, keep on dancing, because with you being spiritually woke, you are on a higher vibration. You know who you are with that self-awareness energy, and you are detaching from ego. Now see, that's a key one right there. Detaching from ego. Cutting through illusions. Powerful. Because you know you are a light energy. I mean, this is just what came up on the table, you know? And I'm like, man, this is heavy right here, because there has been a death and transformation for you. And you riding through the town now, I almost want to say in your dark empathic energy. You know, it's giving walking karma. It's giving don't fuck with me, or you will experience this work, this karma, you know, because you are a mirror of truth. You reflect back the truth about a person. And here we go. Right now, this person is overloaded because all the shit they done did to you, they gotta, what is it? Keep that energy, right? This is somebody who, they gotta eat that energy, is what I just heard. You know, they're overwhelmed. This is somebody who's probably seeing you in a positive energy. You know, keep on dancing, keep on dancing, you know, and they over here like, damn, I got all this work now that I got to do on myself. And they're overloaded. All this work that you done mirrored to somebody about who they were supposed to really be, I guess, right? If I'm talking to those of y'all that are resonating with the twin flame, you know, being someone's twin, showing somebody the light, being that sun energy. But this is somebody who may have hated on your sun energy, now wanting to come in and beg. Because y'all see the guy right there trying to beg the person on the horse, please, don't make me have to do the work. Don't make me have to fix myself. I like being toxic. Hey, because you got them people that be addicted to toxicity, right? This could have been somebody who didn't want to change because they were operating out of their ego, right? Somebody having to have an ego death. And that could be what's happening right now for somebody. Because they had all that work that they didn't do on themselves. And you were reflecting this to this person. Collective, hey, y'all got to let me say my prayer because I'm just channeling. Angels of the white light, ancestors and guides, thank you so much for your covering and your protection as I channel these messages for the collective. Anybody known or unknown spirit sending any negative energy my way, return it back to the sender spirit and bind it to them 1,000-fold. So mote it be. In the Most High God's name, we pray. Ashe, Ashe. So collective, yeah, this some spiritual shit we talking about right here. Somebody who is feeling the brick wall. You see that? And the little sign, it said, welcome to the Church of Santo Domingo or something like that. It's like spirit done put this wall up. Spirit done put this wall up for this person who could be on the other side of the wall. Feeling like you're hard to reach now. That you're guarded. Your defenses are high. You know, your defense mechanism, you know, you got this wall up. But maybe this is what this person did, right? Because you're mirroring their truth. Maybe this person had a brick wall up. And now, as you reflect that same wall, because you're detaching, well, you're cutting through illusions, and you know what you deserve, the way you deserve to be treated in this self-awareness energy, you know, this protection that you have is like this person feeling like they're rejected, being rejected. and this is messing somebody up, y'all. It really is. You know, you reflecting this brick wall, but what's happening is it's you being protected by your ancestors and your guides. You know, but they could be seeing it as, you know, you being guarded now. No, you just protecting your energy now. You know, because you know this person still got work to do on themselves, collective. Stud stars in the building, right? You know this person still got work to do. And that's why it just might very well have to be an ending for somebody, because they have to do the work. But they over here in their feelings, y'all, thinking about honeymooning. You know, thinking about being able to talk to you more often now because they got love on the brain. This is insane. But collective, this could be somebody having an awakening. I don't know why Spirit's telling me to take this card too. This card look like it's in the reverse, right, y'all? Fuego. Wow. This is deep. Fuego says chemistry, intense passion, things are heating up. But y'all saw that, right? It looked like it came out in the reverse. So this is somebody who you don't feel any chemistry for anymore. There is no intense passion. Things are not heating up for you when it comes to this person. What's this card, Spirit? Oh, we got the tiptoeing energy. Avoiding getting caught. Acting shady. Sneaking around. Now see, this person who's overloaded, they could be currently in the energy of tiptoeing right now. They still trying to sneak around, even though they got all that work on the table. Y'all see that? They overloaded and overwhelmed because they could still be in their ego right now. And they got to get rid of that in order to get back to you. We got this card covering these two cards. Wow, Spirit. Okay, let's see what these two cards are. This one covering that one. SOS. Somebody said they in distress. SOS. Save me, collective. I'm in distress. Light bulb moment. Y'all see that? Sudden realization. Insightful awareness. Now see, remember we saw the card that says spiritual awareness. Well, now somebody getting some insightful awareness and feeling inspired. Having a sudden realization as they are in this SOS energy. They about to act with urgency is what the card says. But man, look at this dark energy. This is somebody who said they need your assistance, please. Assistance needed. Can you help me? I got this dark smoke coming out my mouth. Look, this looks like somebody's head behind that, right, y'all? They got this dark stuff coming out their mouth. Ooh, and this is what was covering it, y'all. Somebody who think they gonna come in spilling the beans, huh? But it's dark smoke. It's dark energy. They said they want to come in revealing secrets. Cat out of the bag. But it also says this person is untrustworthy, collective. Oh, did y'all hear that confirmation? Here we go. And I know, y'all know, this person is still dark. Man, this almost looked like, wow, they got a hand coming out of their throat that's letting out this smoke bomb. And the smoke is coming out of their mouth, too. That is deep. Yeah, it's definitely giving the energy of you can't trust this person. We already see they being sneaky, but better yet, they over here being shady. They over here being shady right now. Wow. You know what? I'm going to lay these on the table so y'all can see them. That's why they can't go. They can't come back. There's been an ending. somebody over here, even though they having a sudden realization, they getting some insightful awareness, they still untrustworthy. And that's what's not cool. Bottom of the deck, oh my God, really, Spirit? This toxic masculine. Y'all see that? I just want to make sure y'all, okay, I was holding it in a good position. It says, masculine pride. Didn't I tell you this is somebody operating out of their ego? You know, they got their face in all this negative shit that they may have been saying while away from you. Somebody, I'm telling you, is giving, somebody was talking they shit. Now, they about to act with urgency. Spirit. Because they still in that ego. If they are machismo, this is someone who feel like they a man, like a manly man. You know, that toxic masculinity. You know, and that's all ego. You know, somebody that think they the shit that don't stink. But they out here talking all this shit about you. And now having a sudden realization. I'm trying to figure out what deck to use, y'all. Spirit is actually telling me to grab a whole other deck. Man, see, this is deep. You know, now somebody feeling inspired by you. Okay. Spirit said, yeah, let's do it. Bottom of the deck. This card says, you are the one regret I can't let go of. Wow. Now they're inspired by you. They said they can't let go, but there is a separation here. You guys are being separated. There's been an ending. But they over here talking about, I can't let go. And I know y'all remember me singing that little, I once had your loving baby and I can't let go. Even if this person feel like they got a tiptoe, they way back to you, collective. And I had to do it. You know, the song that's playing right now on Spirit Radio is You Got a Friend. You got a friend. You got a friend? Maybe this is somebody coming in to ask that question. Spirit. Ooh, here we go. This kind of look like it's on the fence, y'all. Like that. For the first card. Let's see what it is. Okay, we're going to take it in the upright and crossing. Do you ever think about me late at night? This is somebody who is thinking about you still late at night, collective. Damn. And thinking they could come tiptoe. The more I try to hide my feelings, the more obvious they become. This is the energy. This is somebody who's been trying to hide their feelings. Mr. Macho Man. With that toxic masculinity. So now, you know, they think they're going to try to come in and avoid getting caught. Because see, hold on. Are they still with somebody? This is crazy. Look, they still got all these other options. They still got all these other people they dating. Spirit, that look like a few too many for me right now. Really? Wow. 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I thought it was like 4 or 5 or something. All right, I won't talk my ish. I just want you to be happy, even if it's not with me. Ooh. I don't know about that, y'all. Maybe this is somebody who was trying to act like they wanted you to be happy, even if it wasn't with them. But remember, we saw the more they try to hide their feelings, the more they become obvious. So this is somebody who probably been walking around acting like that, still looking back at you though. Still looking back at you. And we were supposed to be us, not just you and me. So see, they know you guys are on separate paths right now. They know it. You walking in color and they walking in black. Y'all see it, don't you? You can see that yellowish kind of hue to her jacket, but he's completely dark. Here's the third card, y'all. We have, not everyone is meant to stay forever. Some people come to teach you something. This person wants to tiptoe back to you because they learning a lesson by losing you. And see, that's why they in distress. If there's a real, if there is a next life, I tell you how, if there is a next life, I tell you how I feel sooner. Ooh, this is this person's energy for real. You know, because they tried to keep those feelings back, y'all, right? And not tell you how they feeling. Now, look, their feelings are so obvious for you. And they definitely thinking about you late night. Hey, I just heard all night. Late night. SOS. Dang, Spirit, really? You want me to keep these 3? Here we go, y'all. Those seemingly coincidental events are actually prearranged. So see, this is somebody who's feeling like they met you for a reason. They do. Those seemingly coincidental events are actually prearranged. And now they said, if I had cherished you more, would we have made it? This is what they're wondering now. If they had cherished you more, would y'all have made it? Followed by, you gave me the sweetest dream and the hardest reality. Now, didn't I show y'all the mirror? Didn't I show y'all the mirror? See, that self-awareness card, that key phrase at the bottom of the card said, detaching from their ego. But this is somebody, if they a macho man, they operate purely off of ego. And they got a lot of pride. And see, ooh, I just seen Spirit show me how this person that's looking at this mirror was really supposed to see themselves, I guess, like you, right? Or seeing a part of them that was like you, but this is who they really were up here. You know, this looked like a child, you know, or look, a dark masculine, you know, Oh, thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. Yeah. Hold on, I was actually about to take a quick break because, nature is calling me, y'all. Hold on 1 second. TMI, right? I know. But I be trying to make y'all feel like, it's real in the Ville over here. Thank y'all. Look, and for understanding me. I don't have no format. I just hit record. Y'all see the gifts coming in real time. And look at how Spirit is talking. Spirit is saying that this person still sees themselves, maybe as both. Like they see a part of them in you. But this is who they feel like they are over here. This shattered glass. Because I even see the shattered glass on the side of this masculine. They still feel, kind of dark. They still got some fears. And maybe, the fear could be showing their feelings to people. Because we see this is somebody who been hiding, their feelings and now look acting shady. Maybe that could be the disguise, huh? Dang, Spirit, you making me talk today. I seen the one and then they threw two more. Hey, I'ma throw them back in because we gonna be here all day. I got to go. Definitely got things to do. Okay, thank you. It came out crossing. Y'all see it? Crossing that masculine, right? Ooh, it's in the reverse, y'all. And crossing. So in the upright, this card says, you were my home. Now you're just a place I can't return to. But you see how it came out in the reverse and crossing. This is somebody who doesn't want to not be able to come back. They don't like that they can't come back. But y'all see the bottom of the deck. Our connection is intense and it scares me. So see, this person, because they're still afraid of this love, you guys are going to stay separated in this lifetime. And even this image right here still gives this person on a crossroads, right? Not really knowing which way to go. So they're on their own path here. Look. Oh, wait. Yeah, because he done got off the track out there in the field there. He's off the track here. Dang, where did I get this from, y'all? Oh, yeah. Right there. And here we go. Oh, no. It was here. Because remember, we had 3. Hey, I got to keep it right, y'all. So, yeah, this person is still going to remain separated from you because they're scared of this love. It's intense for them. It's too intense. Something they've never felt before. So they going to come in thinking they going to try to spill some beans to you, collective. But even the spilling the beans card said this person is still untrustworthy. And I really think it's because they're scared of this love. Here we go, y'all. They're scared of this love. It's too intense. The truth is more complicated than you think. Wow. So they gonna come in trying to keep you in the labyrinth here, huh? With the spilling the beans energy. All these broken clocks right here. Wow. You know what Spirit was telling me with that imagery? Was telling me how, this person that has so many, unfixed, wounds, like unhealed wounds, things that have happened to them from different, situations in their life that they carry with them still. And because they haven't resolved this, they haven't healed from, all these things that they ran from and didn't reflect. Now this is somebody who's having to reflect with you because you're that mirror of truth. They're having to look at themselves. And I showed y'all that they do see some parts of them that remind them of you or make them feel like, y'all are like the same. But they still carrying these pains, these wounds, this work. And that was what I was telling y'all in the beginning of the video. They got to do the work. Or now they got to deal with the karma. You going to get that work. You going to have to reflect. And look at yourself. Look at this. I'm the man. Or I'm that, that girl, I'm that girl mentality, with the ego. Somebody who, likes to sneak around. I don't know how we got to this, y'all, but at the bottom of the deck, we have, I'm scared of what could happen. I'm sorry, of what could become. But they are scared of what could happen too if it slipped out my mouth like that. This is somebody who's scared of what's getting ready to happen for them right now. And what's getting ready to happen is that cord is being cut. Confirmation. That cord is being cut. This is someone who thought they could keep you in rotation, trying to avoid getting caught. Like this was player. This was someone who thought they could have multiple, not just you. Now having the sudden realization when they lose you. They feeling this cord being cut. And they're overwhelmed because they also know that they can't come in your energy still in that dark energy. But they might be thinking about sending a SOS. They may be thinking about sending out a SOS, y'all. Wow. Okay, here we go. Let's keep digging. Okay, I hear you, Spirit. I hear you. Because this is what it is. Truth be told. Ooh, this is somebody right now who might be wanting to come in and fight. Coming in, in anger. Somebody who you may feel like, you arguments, conflict, you still got conflict with. And I can see y'all just on two different sides here. It's two different energies. This is someone who's mad that the cord is being cut. that this is actually about to be over. And when I split the deck, y'all, we have, oh my goodness, twin flame journey. We got one twin that's awakened and maybe another one who is starting to awaken, at this realization of them losing you, that they can't come back. I knew it. I was trying to get them all. So here we go. We're going to take that one. Oh my God. Look how Spirit did it. Somebody that feels like they're your twin flame. And didn't I say something at the very beginning of this video? Talking about, for those of y'all that resonate with the twin flame. And look how that card came out. This is somebody who right now is trying to work on themselves and doing some planning. They're really trying to work on this ego. But I think it's just so that they can get back into your energy, because they don't want to completely lose you for good and never be able to come back. Somebody who, remember we seen, the more they try to hide it, the more obvious it becomes. Dang, Spirit. Here we go. We got two. The chaser. Can I make it up? Somebody that wants to come in and chase you now. Somebody who's feeling attached to you still. Seeking validation. They said they need some validation, collective. But this is your energy. You know your worth. Come through, Holy Spirit. This was covering this. They want to come chase somebody that knows their worth. And that's why you could be cutting this cord. Bottom of the deck. Soulmates, past life, true love. This is somebody who now feels like you're their soulmate. That you're a past life soulmate. And that you are their true love. But why are they coming in tiptoeing? See, that's the problem. I mean, here we go with the untrustworthy energy still on the table. Are they going to come in lying, telling you that they've done the work when they really haven't? Because, hey, people will say anything to get their way. All right, we got this card right here, y'all. Coming out for the SOS. Happily ever after. Wow. This is somebody who's seeing you as they happily ever after, y'all. Cannot make it up. They said, you it for me. This is it. It's you for me. They're ready to commit now that they can't come back. It's funny how when the door is officially closed, now they want to come back. Bottom of the deck. But see, look, I cannot make it up. This is a karmic cycle with this past energy who feels like they're your past life. Yeah, they are a past life, but they're a past life karmic soulmate. And you got to know the difference. Y'all got to know the difference between karmic soulmates and a soulmate. This person is a karmic soulmate, which is the reason for this ending, with this death card still on the table. This person said now they feeling inspired by you. There it is. But I cannot make it up, y'all. The card that came out said three's a crowd. This is somebody who still thinks they're going to keep you in this third party triangle. I'm telling y'all, Spirit be giving it to us, don't they? This card says it's about to pay off. Now, I think this is Spirit trying to show us that somebody wants to take a leap of faith, but they could still be in this fox energy, right? Because they feel like if they take this leap of faith, it's going to pay off for them. Still operating out of their ego, right? Still coming in an opportunistic energy. This is somebody who's only thinking about themselves right now. They're selfish, and they're greedy. If they feel like, they can still keep you in a third party, somebody who wants to have their cake and eat it too. Come on. You know your worth, collective. Look, here it go right here. You know your worth. And that's why you're cutting the cord. They just not trying to hear it. Okay, Spirit, thank you. Let me flip it over, y'all. Some things take time. Some things take time. And see, what's happening now for this person is it's going to take them some time to get back to the top of that flower. But they operating in that snail's pace, you see? And it's because this love probably still scares them. Wow. This could be your energy at the bottom of the deck, collective, listening to your intuition when it comes to this person. Because you done already had the awakening. This is somebody who's still operating in toxic masculinity. Okay, it came out. They're still operating out of toxic masculinity, which is why this has to end with this person. Collective, I'm going to get with my psychic tarot. Oh, look at this, y'all. Wow. But hey, there we go. When I split the deck, Temperance angel energy to the sun. Y'all see that? Wow, that's powerful. It's given you're being protected. Oh, wait, no, that's the Justice card with the 11 on top. I'm glad I looked a little closer, y'all. And sometimes, you know what, I got to make sure, I'm really looking closely. Because that last message I gave, and I think I was telling y'all that it was Saturn energy on the dice. Come to find out it really was the Jupiter energy. So see, different twist. I mean, but we still did get Sagittarius energy with the, I forget what that third one was. But that was Jupiter energy. Double confirmation of growth, luck, expansion, good things happening for the collective right now. And here we go with scales being balanced right here. With the Justice, scales are being balanced for you because you are this sun energy. This person wants to keep you in a third party, and Spirit is like, no, we not having it. We're not having it. Not for the earth angel. Balance is being restored for you after dealing with a karmic soulmate that was trying to keep you on that karmic cycle. Remember, we've seen that at the bottom of the deck. So now Yeah, your balance is being restored in the form of karmic justice. You know, this person cannot come back as bad as they want to. You know, come in chasing you. See, we got the Four of Pentacles energy at the bottom of the deck. And this could be you holding back your energy because you already know you the firm foundation. You the rock. Four of Pentacles. And this is somebody who could have still been trying to hold on to your energy in that same Four of Pentacles. You know, somebody who is selfish, only thinking about themselves here. Wow. We got the Tower coming out. Look at Spirit coming through with the confirmation of the selfish energy. Somebody who was being selfish, thinking they could still have you as a third party. And this is a Tower moment. See? Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is somebody who's not happy where they at, watching you from the other side. You see how you out there out the window? And we kept getting that window seat song playing on Spirit Radio. Here they go looking from their window at your castle and your lush fields and wanting to get back in your energy, wanting you to be okay with being a side piece, being the third wheel. Somebody who wants to take a risk, thinking that it'll be worth it for them to take this risk. All right, Spirit. Okay. I really only wanted to take one, but Spirit's telling me to take two. We got this covering this. Deception and envy. You see that? But they over here talking about they feeling inspired. Ooh, heart chakra. Covering that. Wow. So this is somebody who's in this Seven of Swords energy. Somebody who's a liar, a cheater, and even a thief, who's now having a heart chakra activation. That's what's going on. Their heart is being activated. This person who was trying to hide their feelings probably was trying to act like they didn't have none with this ego because they was currently in another family situation where maybe they was able to have, you know, an open, you know, sexual life over there. I don't know. Maybe, you know, they wasn't really faithful to the person that they was with. But now, realizing that they really feel something for you, collective. Bottom of the deck. But see, here you go in this Nine of Pentacles energy at the bottom. Single and abundant. Manifesting a good material harvest for yourself. So while you over here looking all good, getting to the bag, now this person's in their feelings. Because behind the scenes, they were envious of you. While lying and deceiving you at the time. You know, possibly, you know, making you think they were single, but they wasn't. You know, player who still now wants to seek some validation at this time. Still in their ego. Still feeling like they think they could get you back. Bottom of the deck. Hey, yeah, they still think they could get you back. Wow. All right, I see your Spirit. Talking about they want happily ever after. I bet they do. Now they're trapped in fear. 8 of Swords. This mental prison, thinking how they really blew it. Things could have been good if they would have chose you, but you're moving on. Instead of choosing you, they played you. And this is a lesson that this person is learning. That they can't always come back to someone who knows themselves, that knows their worth, that's self-aware. That's like, no, I deserve better than being part of a triangle. And you're moving on. This is really over. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is damn near the whole deck. But look at this. Okay, so I caught it in my lap, y'all. We got the intuition in the reverse. Somebody who wasn't listening to their intuition. And they're experiencing heartache and loss right now because they're in the hangman, stuck on you. I mean, we can't make it up. They're stuck on you, but they weren't listening to their intuition. And wait a minute, some more cards flipped out of the deck. One fell to the floor, y'all, okay? I'm about to get it. Oh, it looks like 2 cards. Wow. And we got the chakra in the reverse, covering foundation and achievements in the reverse. But this is the 4 of Wands in the reverse. Ooh, with the base chakra in the reverse. Wow. I just heard Spirit say this is somebody who's unstable. Because the base chakra is your stability, your foundation, your stability and your security. This person's stability and security is in the reverse. This false twin that I just had to grab from the floor. Okay, somebody who, man, they not doing too good. Okay, they really not doing too good. But this is somebody who's still not really listening to their intuition. Thank you, Spirit, for that confirmation. They're not listening to their intuition because they still operating out of ego, collective. They still operating out of this masculine pride. That pride and that ego that make them think if they come in and run a little more game on you, which even Spirit showed us the truth is more complicated than you think. So they think they're going to come in trying to shed some truth. When Spirit is like, you can't believe it. You still can't believe it. Because we did see this person was in that 7 of Swords energy right here. They still trying to find out how they could be deceptive. You see that? Deception and envy. They still trying to come in being deceptive. And possibly still envying you. Envying what you have. In that 9 of Pentacles, the material harvest. They're envying your blessings, but Spirit has already let us know that this person is unstable. Wow, I'm going to keep these cards, y'all. I'm going to keep these cards. But they're heartbroken. This person is heartbroken right now. But they're also stuck in a third party situation. And they could be with a false twin with the 4 wands in the reverse. They could be with a false twin. But this is also giving Spirit letting us know that they are your false twin. 4 wands in the reverse. Bottom of the deck, see, and you are moving forward in this 8 of Pentacles. You're choosing to work on yourself in this 8 of Pentacles, And you working on yourself is raising your standards and sailing off on your path away from them. So you guys may have been on a twin flame journey, but you're cutting the cord because you know this is a karmic soulmate, a karmic twin who is stuck with a false twin. Because in this lifetime, they were supposed to choose you. But deja vu, they chose that karmic again. So now they're still on that karmic wheel, learning lessons, repeating cycles, still having to deal with that karma. I'm sorry, that ego. But they do still have to deal with that karma. Yes, they do. They got to deal with that pride and that ego. And that's why they in this Eight of Swords, because they like, I keep hearing in my head, they blew it. They blew this opportunity, but still wanting to take a risk because they feel like it would be worth it to take this risk. Ooh. We have this, what is this? The Six of Pentacles. Wow, coming out for this last energy here. This is somebody who now wants equal reciprocity with you. But we already know you're choosing to pour that energy into yourself. In the Six of Pentacles energy, that energy that you would be given to another person, you're giving it to yourself with that self-love, knowing your worth, looking out into your horizons and seeing better days, you know, better things ahead for you. Bottom of the deck. And what's coming in for you is a Two of Cups. See, look at that. You see how this person is looking out into the fields? Six of Pentacles. After pouring into themselves, what's coming in is this Two of Cups. This real spiritual union. And this is a tower moment for somebody. Because you're standing in your power in this solar plexus chakra energy, and somebody is seeing you operate or trying to keep you in a low vibration in this sacral chakra energy. They trying to still affect your sacral chakra, wanting to come in when they see you having prosperity in your life with this Ace of Pentacles energy. This is the Ace of Pentacles right here. So this is somebody who see you standing in your power, but wanting to come in that sacral chakra energy. This macho man. It says meeting manly expectations. This could be somebody who feels like they would meet all of your manly expectations, which once again is that pride and that ego. Collective, I'm going to roll the dice and I'm going to get up out of here, okay? And get this closing energy. Because, see, you're a mirror of truth for someone. You know, and this is the reality. That they could have been on this journey with you, but because they came in this toxic masculinity, this cord is being cut. And they feel it. You know, they just want to come in trying to see if you still love them. That's really all they want to know. Do you still love me? Here we go, getting that 12 energy right there, y'all, the hangman. And you see how these dice landed on the person who's trapped in fear in this 8 of swords? And then we got this energy right here, which looks like Pluto energy in the reverse and crossing. And we see it here too with the intuition in the reverse. It landed on the person who's not listening to their intuition. They're saying that they don't want this death. They don't want it, but there is an ending. Because that's why it came out crossing. There has been an ending with this person who is stuck with a third party collective. But now, I think this is the Pisces High Priestess energy coming out. And that spirit telling you to use your intuition when it comes to this person who you know is stuck where they at and they can't move, but they think they're going to come tiptoe back in. You know, in that Fox energy, collective, stand on that business because you know your worth, okay? And keep, going in that 8 of Pentacles energy, which was that positive movement forward. Keep going forward, because the more you pour into yourself and give to yourself and not go back to this past person, that's when your 2 of Cups comes in. Okay, collective? I'm going to leave it there. Collective, stud stars, y'all know what time it is. Can y'all hit the like button and the subscribe button for a stud? Please and thank you. All right, y'all. Now be good to each other. And until the next time, love and light and namaste.